trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all of your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. This is precisely what we see with Jacob in Beersheba. He's going to leave Canaan, the promised land, the land that God had promised to him and his descendants. He's about to die, and he's going to leave this inheritance that's been promised to him. This is a big deal. It's not a small thing to leave this promised land. Furthermore, his father was prohibited from going down to Egypt. God told Isaac, you may not go down to Egypt in a time of famine. Does that apply to Jacob? He might be thinking to himself. On the other hand, his grandfather was able to go down to Egypt during a time of famine, but it wasn't the greatest experience. It wasn't good for Sarah. God sovereignly protected her, but it was still an ordeal. So what ought I to do? Jacob might be thinking. And what he does is he stops at the southernmost border of Canaan. Beersheba is the last city before you're in the wilderness and then going into Egypt. He stops here at Beersheba. It's like the last stopping part before embarking on a long journey. And he acknowledges God. That's what he does here. He makes sacrifices to the God of his father. And what does God do? He responds by affirming him in what he's doing. Don't be afraid. I'm going to be with you. I will go down with you, and I will assuredly bring you back. And this kind of acknowledgement of God is something that provides an example for our own lives, for our own selves. How many times have you not acknowledged God in your ways? How many times have you leaned on your own understanding? How many times have you not trusted God with your life? God is the one who directs your path. A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. So we must look to God in all that we do, from the smallest tasks to the greatest endeavors, and he will surely direct your paths. This reminds us of our need to confess.